Hey guys, so last night I checked out the pilot episode of the new fall show, Almost Human. This was one of the fall shows that I was really looking forward to seeing. I really enjoyed the pilot episode and immediately added this to my DVR list. So basically we get that the year is 2048 and that the world has gone to hell. So there's lots of crime organizations, drugs and guns and just violence everywhere. So to kind of combat all the crime, the police force has basically paired every human police officer with an android officer, or an MX as they call them. Our main character, John, we get that he's a police officer. There was an operation a few years ago that he was in charge of that went south, and pretty much everyone died except for him. So his unit got ambushed because the bad guys knew they were coming, and so he's trying to figure out how they knew that. The organization that he's after is called the Syndicate, which is very kind of shadowy and scary sounding. So yeah, we get that it's been 2 years. We also get that he lost a leg in this operation and that he's got a kind of robotic synthetic leg. This is the part of the pilot that really reminded me of iRobot, you know, Will Smith and his whole kind of like distrust of robots. We really kind of get that same feel from John. So John's boss at the police office is kind of just like, look, no more break time, you need to come back in. And so John comes back to work. So when he comes back in, they assign him an MX partner. But that doesn't last very long because like I said, John does not like MXs. He ends up pushing the robot out of the car, which I thought was just kind of hilarious. In the end, they decide to pair John with an older version of the MXs called a DRN, and his name is Dorian. We get that DRNs were programmed to be almost human, hence the title of the show. And as the episode progresses, we get that Dorian is really going to be a good fit for John. So the big bomb at the end of the episode was John finally figuring out who it was that betrayed him 2 years ago. Turns out that it was his ex-girlfriend Anna, and so I'm sure we'll be seeing more of her in the future. Let us talk about why I like this show, you guys. Number one, let us talk about the whole futuristic special effects, that type of thing. I feel like they did a really good job with that. Sometimes with TV shows that are in the future, that does not always work out so well because you get that it's a TV show. It's not a movie. They don't have like a huge special effects budget. I just feel like they did a good job with them. They were subtle, you know, it wasn't like they were over the top. It was just like they struck the perfect balance. I think one of the big draws of this show is that relationship between John and Dorian as they become partners and, you know, as John really learns to kind of trust him. It'll be interesting to kind of see that develop. I'm also excited to find out what's up with John's ex-girlfriend. Is she bad? Was someone using her? Was she just a plant? I really want to learn more about that. So yeah, you guys, this was a really good pilot episode. Like I said, this has won a spot on my DVR. I will be tuning in, and I really can't wait to kind of see what's going to happen. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.